Hi, and welcome back to Faye's Health and Beauty channel. And today we're going to do Faye's finds, and I'm going to tell you all the things that I found this week. Well, I found them a lot sooner than this week, but I'll show you some things that I have that I use on a regular basis that I feel are pretty good. Okay? Here you go. The first one is the LED light panel. This is an LED light, and it's not on, and it's a panel that sits on a stand that has the LED lights for anti-aging, and it has a timer on it so that you only keep the light on for about 8 minutes, and it says 8 minutes twice a day. Well, with these lights on, and when they're on, it looks just like that too. You can't even tell it's on. You know, when I first got my light panel, I called up the company that sold it to me, and I said, look, the thing isn't working. They said, yes, it is. You just can't see the lights on with the human eye. I said, okay. So I said, how will I know when it stops working if I can't tell when it is working? And they said, well, you'll never have to worry about that because LED lights last a really long time. So when I first got my panel and I set up and I did it 8 minutes in the morning, and it has a timer, and I did 8 minutes in the evening, and I started to see a difference. Sometimes the difference we see isn't always the difference we expect. So with it not being the expected difference, I didn't like what I was seeing, but it works, and it's just up to you to try it to see if you like. I think my face was filling out and getting plumper, and I didn't like a big fat face. You know, so I use it now when I feel like I just want to liven up a little, I guess is the best word for it. But it does work, and it was 8 minutes in the morning, 8 minutes in the evening, and I started seeing some results around, I don't know, maybe the 3-month mark. Maybe it wasn't even that long, but maybe it was filling in. And you know, in anything you do, I really want to recommend that you do before and after photos, because sometimes with all the things that I do, I could swear I am just blowing money out the window because sometimes I don't see any change. And change is happening. It's just not happening to my eyes, but it's happening. Okay? And another thing I want to take you through is my evolution for the Flawless Finish Foundation. Okay? Let's see. We started with the fingers first. You know, you put your foundation on with your fingers, and that was fine until we graduated up to, ta-da, the foundation brushes. This is the Chanel foundation brush, which appears to be a bit more dense. And this is the prescription foundation brush, which comes to a bit more of a point. You see, Chanel prescriptives. Both of these gave you a much better application with your makeup. A makeup brush that everybody was singing the praises of the makeup brush. Then I went to this kind of makeup brush, and all the while I'm still using a liquid foundation, and I would sort of buff it into my skin like this all the way around. Okay, and this gave a very flawless application. The beauty of these makeup brushes, they say, did not absorb as much makeup as the brush did. But backtracking a little bit, I realized I've missed something. The almighty sponges. Let me take you through that. My very first sponge was the Beauty Blender. This case came with 2 sponges and a cleaner for the Beauty Blender in there. And the Beauty Blender is a very nice sponge. But if you shop on Wish like I do, wish.com, you'll find these sponges for like $1 and free shipping. But before I got to that place in my life, I was buying them at Ulta. This is the way they came in the packaging. Can you see that? And it's a great sponge. It has a flat bottom, which you probably can't even see. See if I hold it like that. And also a pointed side so that you can get around your eyes and around your nose and in this area. Then I graduated to this sponge, which has a flat side. I guess I should take them out of the paper for you, because that way you'll know what I'm talking about. Let's look at this one, okay? I like to keep them clean and sterile because I'm such a germophobic, and I've gotten better through the years, but honey, it used to be bad. Okay, this is a sponge. It has a flat side, which is where you put your foundation. You'd wet the sponge, wring it out, put your foundation on your face or on the sponge, and then you would pat it in, which gave you a really, really, really nice, flawless finish. Well, then they put the sponge on a stick, which made it even better. But there's no way to clean this. And being chocolate brown, the color I am, it seems like the sponge is dirty, but that's just the color of the foundation that doesn't wash out. You put it on a stick, and the application was really, really, really easy because it's on a stick. But if you don't get these off Wish, they're kind of expensive in Ulta, and you wind up throwing them away after about 3 months because they've reached their saturation point. They can take in no more. And you can try to wash it, but, you know, good luck. This is as clean as mine came. Okay, maybe you can do better than me. Okay, and getting back to the brushes, then we evolved to the brushes, like I said. And this was a brush by Prescriptives also, that you buff your foundation into your face once you've applied it. And this was a really, really, really good buffer. It would buff really, really nice for you and give you that clean, flawless look. And then, you know, lastly, what I'm using now is the Artist Makeup Brush. I have no complaints with it whatsoever. But the evolution of just getting to Artist has been a expensive one, to say the least. But then it's been really good for me. Somewhere along the way of using my sponges, I discovered this. I got this off of eBay, and I think it was like $19.99. It has the foundation brush on it, which they give you more to interchange it. But it's a little battery, and it vibrates. And you would just press the, you know, makeup into your face with the brush like this. See, I'm getting a little shiny, so we can just buff that right on out. And I love this little machine until I discovered, and I just turned it off, put the cap back on. It stays sterile, but you know, they gave you like 2 sponges to interchange it with, so you're not always using the same sponge. But this was a great little gizmo. But like I said, I have no complaints whatsoever with the Artist Makeup Brushes. I am loving them. But until you evolve to Artist, because remember when I did the review on these are quite expensive. This was not so much. And like I said, the sponges, if you buy them off Wish, or if you go to Ulta, you know, Ulta gives you that $3.50 coupon off of $15 now, but it used to be $10. And that just meant buying 2 of these, or 2 of these. Ah! It hit the floor. Or 2 of those. And you can use your $3.50 coupon, which will make it, you know, reasonably inexpensive. And then you got makeup sponges that'll last a while. But that was the evolution to the flawless finish. And we feel like right now, for everything we've done, and even there was a point where I airbrushed, and that gives you an absolutely undeniable flawless finish. But sometimes you don't want to whip out the machine, crank it up, and, you know, put a brown haze all over your white bathroom. But it was really an evolution to getting to Artist. This is a manual way of doing it. It's very comparable, I think, to airbrushing, because you achieve that same flawless finish. Hey, thanks for watching Faye's Finds. You all have a wonderful day. Thumbs up, like, subscribe, and bye. Bye for now.